Hello. Hi, guys. This is on my second channel. I want to do this on my main channel, but I know if I do this on my main channel, my subscribers will be angry and fed up because they don't want to hear about this kind of stuff. But I want this video and this live stream to be seen because I have been screaming at the community to hear me about the situation I am dealing with, and nobody's listening. And people have spent a lot of time and energy making videos about me, spreading vicious lies, which whatever at this point, I can't control what people say, but I can tell you who you're interacting with. And I can warn you about the people that you are getting information from. And I can warn you about the people that are in your chats, that are part of your communities, that are paying your super chats right now, that have been terrorizing me for 18 months. Maybe one day, some of you will be able to wake up and put aside your hate for me to actually see that what I've been put through is not okay and no creator should go through. People are saying to me now that the commentary community is putting a cease to this kind of behavior. Well, I want to wake the commentary community up and tell you guys that the people that you are getting information from about me are the same people that are doing this to me. And so if you want to use these as sources, and if you want to make your videos based on all of this, then you are engaging with these people who are going to, at some point, do this to you. And I'm sick of it. I have had, for 19 months, a campaign launched against me by so many different directions of people creating groups, doxing me, threatening me, death threats, all because I did stories, because I slighted someone, I did a story that somebody didn't like, or I said something that upset somebody. My platform grew. And so I told you guys about Mindy, right? And I said that Mindy posted a photo of my house. And she basically threatened that she was outside of my house and that she was, in my driveway. This one, right? So I went on a walk today on your side of the road, and I stopped on your driveway to take a picture. Somehow help me out with my poetry. So this was one of dozens of these types of messages that I received from this group of people. Mindy says, "Oh, I'm not working with these people." She was in one of their live stream chats. She was interacting with them on their panels. She very much was interacting with these people. She was very much a part of this trolling. And all of them are guilty of this, not just Mindy. They'll say, "Oh, you doxed people." No, I have not. What, because one of my subscribers figured out who one of you guys were? I've never done any of that. I haven't gone to the links that these people have gone to. I have not made these kinds of anythings to people. I'm just fed up. I found out before I came onto this live stream that a creator took his own life yesterday because of the same crap. Can you imagine that? A creator on this platform took his own life because of the stuff that I'm going through. He went through that. When is the commentary community going to wake up and realize that us going after each other constantly creates and fuels this, where people feel like this is all okay? Do you think that Truthy ending his life was worth it? Because I don't. I don't think it's worth it for any creator to take their life because of this kind of stuff. Period. And I am like heartbroken. I don't even know this creator. And I find out from one of my subscribers that he went through exactly what I'm going through. I'm devastated, Katie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to any of you guys that were fans of Truthy, that watched his videos, that were, I'm so sorry to you guys. Nobody should have to go through the relentless targeting. No creator should. And creators shouldn't be so hell-bent on destroying each other or exposing one another that they start getting in bed with these people that are doing this. The same group of people that have been going from creator to creator. I told you guys all about this. I told you when Creepshow Art made her video that she got all of her information about me from these people. I told you that she was engaging with these people on Twitter. I showed you proof that these people were interacting and using Creepshow to smear me. I reached out to Creepshow and I told her that what she put out about me was at best misleading and several times false. I told her about who these people were and she didn't care. Instead, Unirock decided a few days later to accuse me of doxing her. But I want to show you something, because this was actually something that Unirock shared in his Discord about me many times. This is a screenshot from his Discord. What is that? That's my address. They put my address in Unirock's Discord. But I doxed Creepshow Art by sharing a public link to a website that I didn't create, that only contained her name, and that I didn't put her name out. She used that website. People were constantly talking about how she farmed information from that website. There's zero way she did not know that that page existed about her on that website. No, furthermore, when you go to Google and it recommends that you click a link that has somebody's information, all I wanted in there were tweets. That's it. I didn't care about anything else. I never knew her address. I wasn't sending her address around. I wasn't part of any group chats. But Unirock decided to falsely accuse me of doxing her when he literally has doxed me in his Discord. He passed my address around to so many people for content to slam another creator who is passing my address around. So when you start becoming part of the problem and you are fabricating this, why did Unirock need to go onto his channel and tell everyone that I shared a public link and then keep going about it for days, terrorizing Creepshow, making it seem like I did something nefarious when I didn't? He's the one that put it all out there. And he's also the one that shared my address in his Discord with a lot of people. It goes both ways, Unirock. I have a lot more of this. So much more. I saved receipts for days because I'm so sick of this. He has used me for content. He used me for clout. He created a rift. He wanted to start drama between me and Creepshow. He was the one that told me to reach out to Creepshow to begin with, which is why she thought I was stalking her. And then he's the one that plants the story that I doxed her when I didn't. And he knows it because his girlfriend told me they knew that they were just doing this. This was just their plan. Don't be scared, Katie. We're going to make everything work for you. Okay? No, Unirock, you're the one that doxed me by sharing my address repeatedly in your Discord, if you want to use the same rationalization. I have so much more. Let's get to it. Because I have been holding this back for such a long time. I have been waiting. He did it to steer heat away from his scuzzy ass. He didn't want to take the heat. I literally heard him say on his Discord, I am not going to take the heat for standing up for her. I am not going to be the one that goes down for this. He knew he had to flip on me if he wanted to get views, because not sticking up for me and standing up for me wasn't profitable for him anymore. Nobody wanted to profit. Everyone wants to profit on YouTube. They don't want to do the right thing. All of these so-called truthers are not truthers. They stand and connect with people that do things like this, because you want to hear what was left on our voicemails? I'll show you. In September, let me find it. Where is it? I have death threats. And every time I share this kind of stuff, people are saying that I'm lying. So I'm just going to play it for you guys. I'm going to play you the kind of bull crap that I've been dealing with for 19 months because of the people that Creepshow Art and all these other creators are engaging with right now, that are in their live chats, that are feeding this frenzy. It's all coming from one source. It's this group. And they have been after me for 19 months and they think it's fun. And Mindy was a part of it. And y'all are mad at Mindy. Well, you need to show, like, hold that same energy for these same people that are doing this crap to me. Hold on. Where are they? I had them saved. So you guys like are really mad about people. You like creators say that, you know, I mass report people. Yeah, that's not true either. But look what this group did to me. I need you to do me a favor. If you dislike Katie for a good reason, hop on over to her YouTube and dislike the past 10 videos she's had. Please read and thank you. I need her to get this through her head that her behavior isn't okay. This woman, Koala T, then went on to threaten me in messages, which I have recorded for you. So do you want to hear it? I'll play it for you. And this woman, Ashley, then accused me because I called her out of making her end up somehow in a hospital because I dared to stand up for her myself after she threatened me.
You are to you, and I apologize to you because I gave you the fucking benefit of the doubt. But if you want to fucking delete the messages between us, it's on because I have all the fucking screenshots. So don't fuck with me, Katie, because I fucking apologize to your stupid ass.
This is what she sent this to me after she apologized for terrorizing me and spreading vicious lies about me. And then because I didn't trust her and I deleted things, she flipped out.
Apologize to you with good intentions. So you know what? If you want to fucking play, we're gonna fucking play, Katie. Games. I do know who was in your shit, and I will have them fucking do worse, Katie. Your fucking apology was sincere, but you know what? Now you want to play games and you want to be manipulative like I knew you fucking were. We're gonna play games. I do know who was in your shit, and I will have them fucking do worse, Katie. Because
people were hacking me. And she says, I know who was in your shit and I'll have them do worse.
I fucking was honest with my apology. And you want to go and start shit and retract your fuck?
So because I didn't trust her because she literally admitted to doing some slimy ass shit and then she flipped out because I deleted our messages. She said she was going to go further into my stuff. After I was accused of lying about getting hacked, she freaking admitted that she and her people were the ones that hacked me.
Messages. Is that how this is gonna go? I'm just questioning you. Go fuck yourself. You are a hypocrite and you are crazy. I apologize to you and you literally manipulated me and you removed all of the messages in this chat.
How did I manipulate her? Because I didn't trust her because she literally admitted to hacking me?
Why would one person do that? To spin a narrative, you crazy fucking cunt. I have more proof than you understand. So you need to fucking leave me alone, never mention me, or I will fucking do what I need to. And it's not a threat. It is protecting my fucking self because I went out of my way because I do think I was fucked up with how I treated you. But you know what?
And this is what this group has done to me for 19 months. They do something to terrorize me, then they come into my DMs and they apologize, and then they flip the F out when I don't accept their apology and I tell them what they did was wrong. And then they accuse me of gaslighting them because I don't trust them. And it's all of them that do this. And I don't care if this girl is no longer on or stepped away. It doesn't matter. Like, she was part of this group. And this group still exists. All of them. They're all hanging out on YouTube. They're all stealing my videos and restreaming them. And then if I dare to copyright strike them, I'm taking them down and I'm trying to steal their platform. No. You guys wouldn't allow this for any other creators. You would stand up against this kind of bullcrap. But because it's me and you want to believe that I'm a bad person because of what this group has spread about me, you guys are on a hate train and you are engaging with these people. I have death threats from them, which is what I'm trying to find you right now. They left us probably 40 death threats on my husband's friend's phone at his business. I was doxxed on Twitter and on Reddit by a woman named Lil Red. And then she laughed about it. That's who Mindy was found to be outed by. And anyone that says that I planted Mindy with Lil Red is ridiculous because I would have nothing to do with Lil Red. This woman terrorized me. For 19 months, she has gone out of her way to invade my privacy, to contact my neighbors, to put my email address, to put out my phone number and my address, to contact my husband's employers. Like, these people are the same people that are providing evidence to all of these channels, that are giving you guys all of these views because they want to destroy me. For what? I don't know, because the things that they've accused me of, I haven't done, but they've done to me. And all of them want to start their own channels. All of them. It always comes down to they want to start their own channels. Then there was this. They created a Facebook group, which still exists, I'm sure. And Joanne, Miss Jo, who's in here now and doesn't hate me anymore, who used to be one of my biggest trolls, they passed around my address in DMs and they posted it in their group. That's a Google Earth photo of my house. Tina is still leading the charge against me with Red, with Dottie, and all of these women, Carly, and they act like I'm the one that's bad. But they're the ones that are doing these things to me. I don't even know who these people are in real life. Or then there's this. So they passed around my address. And then Ashley Jones even admitted in an interview with Sherelle's World, mind you, that that she dipped out of the group they started because they were doxing me and saying they were going to come get me. Then there's this. Oh, did I just dox her? Oopsies. I scribbled out my phone, my address that was there. And then she says, well, it's not a dox because I found it online. No, you maliciously put my email, you maliciously put my address out on Twitter, and you guys posted it on Reddit, and you posted a photo of my neighbor with his grandson on Reddit with my neighbor's address. What you were trying to accomplish with that, I'll never know. But this is the group that is engaging with all of these channels right now that you all think is so amazing, that you are, oh, they have the answer for Katie. So you're okay with them doing this to me because you don't like me. That's ridiculous. And all of them want to start their own channels. So it's pretty clear to me that this is not rooted in I'm a bad person, but it's you're a competitor and I want to ruin your reputation. Because not only do they interfere with this kind of bullcrap, but they also interfere with my sources. Because they reach out to people I'm connected to that I get information from, and they ruin the relationships that I have with these people by spreading false allegations against me and claiming that I'm a bad person and in convincing them not to talk to me. Here's a screenshot of someone contacting Olivia Plath and telling them a lie. She had her followers call my work saying I was breaking confidentiality. This never happened. Just stay away from her, please, for the sake of you and your loved ones. I have never contacted anything. And then they click a link to a Reddit. The same Reddit all of you guys. If you remember, I was the one who provided you the screenshot from the Facebook group of the doc showing your house, plus many others. Yes, but Unirock also posted my address in his Discord and then went online and accused me of doxing Creepshow, which I did not do because he didn't want to take the heat. He wanted the views, the money, and the clout. And then I was supposed to just hang on tight so that he could make money. That's the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. What, so you don't want to take the heat? So you're going to hang me out to dry knowing that I'm going through this crap? Knowing that there's this campaign against me and it's not profitable for you anymore? It's insane. I still need to get these audio bites. Hold on. Because I still have I want you, here they are. Here's my death threats.
PM. Crystal, fuck with me, I'll fuck with her every goddamn day.
Here.
Angel's a bitch and she needs to die. 4:55 PM. Angel's a bitch and she needs to die. 4:55 PM.
That woman left 40 of these messages at my husband's friend's work. 40. And she's from this group. We just don't know who.
Crystal, fuck with me, I'll fuck with her every goddamn day.
And the reason I'm in the situation I am right now is because Unirock decided, because he was getting heat from big creators that wanted to drag me because it was popular to drag me over some fake ass bull crap, that he was going to pile on, knowing all of this. He had evidence of all of this. He knew what these people were doing to me. There is most definitely a hate campaign against you. This type of behavior is reprehensible. Well, I hope negative exponents that you have reconsidered your friendship with Unirock, because he is deplorable for what he has done. Creating a false story that I doxed Creepshow, which is not true. I never passed her address around. I never did anything maliciously. I shared a freaking link to a website that everybody knows exists and she knew existed, to a name she put out herself. I didn't create that website. I didn't create that, any of it. He was the one that told me he was making a video about her because she literally made a video about me lying, accusing me of perjury. And she wouldn't correct it, even if I offered to give her evidence. But y'all are like so quick to like be mad at me because you don't like me, and you're unwilling to hold her accountable for putting out false information about me when I have proof that what she's putting out is wrong.
Go to fucking hell.
This is another one. I have so many of these voicemails. We had to
Go to fucking hell.
We had to change our phone number. And I'm pretty sure that this is whoever owns the Without a Crystal Ball's Twitter account that finally got taken down. And she told me to go to effing hell. The night that I got booted from Unirock's Discord, I walked into an admin chat. He had no idea I had access to it, because when I came in, he was surprised, because I literally heard him say, I am not going down for her. I'm taking too much heat from this. I don't care if I like her. I don't care if it's true. I am not going down for this. You guys get to take the heat. I'm not taking the heat. So all the other creators wanted to drag me. He didn't. But then because he didn't want to drag me, they start going after him. And so he bails on me and creates a bogus story that I doxed Creepshow, which I did not do. And then has his girlfriend message me and say, oh, don't worry. We know it's not true. Just hang on tight. It'll get better, I swear. And then you've got Mindy posting that photo of my house, claiming that it's her dead sister-in-law that made that post. But then she was literally on Little Red's channel, I don't know, last week saying this.
Like, I used to be best friends with my sister-in-law. Now we don't treat each other well. we put on a front, but we don't like one another.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll hear this. I don't realize, but I don't prove.
I don't like my sister-in-law. We put on a front, but I don't like her. I thought she was dead. I thought she was dead, Mindy. Isn't she the one that put out that photo about me? They are trying to get my subscribers. They're also trying to ruin my credibility because they want to start their own channels. All of these people want to have their own channels, and they all want to ruin my credibility, and they think it's hilarious to terrorize me. And then because of their lies, I end up getting messages like this in my DMs. You're a disgusting, vile maggot. Grow the fuck up and act like an adult, trash. I have hundreds of messages like this because of this group. I have made mistakes, you guys, but I have never to any length, done anything that warrants this. Knowing that there's someone out there tonight that has a family member that is dead because of this is so sad to me. And when it doesn't make you guys money, you don't care. It's fine with you to call me names and to accuse me of crimes, which, by the way, I've never been charged with a crime ever, except for a DUI like 16 years ago. Everyone yelling at me about the number of videos I've made about certain people. How many videos have you made about me, Radiant Brit? Or how about you, Detox T? Or how about you, Lil Red? Or what about you, BX Beast Boy? How many videos have you guys made about me? At what point is it excessive for you guys, but it wasn't for me? The hypocrisy is so thick, it's disgusting. Oh, you made so many videos. Like, I don't even care how many videos you guys have made, but your side of the street should be clean before you start accusing another creator that's literally your competition. And everyone says to me, Katie, you're the only one that brings up the fact that they're competition. Well, that's because I'm the only one that's acting like a business person here, that actually has a business attorney who has told me legally going after your competitors can actually get you in a lawsuit. What is the benefit of all of these channels to go after me? What crimes have I actually committed? None. Where's my arrest? None. They want you to believe I've done these terrible things. I haven't. I've done none of them. Have I put out stories that have pissed people off? Sure. That's what everybody does. And all of these. And then for you, for Carly, for Carly, Denise, and Dottie, and Tina, and Red. How many fake accounts are you got on Kim? How many fake accounts are you guys going to make on Twitter? How many? Carly, how many fake accounts are you going to make where you stalk, harass, and berate anyone that comments on my Twitter account? Same with you, Kim. Same with you, Tina. All of you create. Dottie, how many fake accounts do you have, Dottie? And I know you guys are doing this because guess what? BX Beast Boy has made 56 videos about me. Interesting. How many does Radiant Brit have? I'm pretty sure probably just as many, right? The point is don't call me out for things when you're doing the same thing. And then there's this. Mindy talking to Dottie Morgan, again, from the hate group. Hey, she's crazy, a delusional bitch. Sorry for being foul, but there's nothing else to explain about her. I'm Mindy. Nice to meet you, Dottie. Robin knows who I am. I'm the mod. By the way, I didn't put this out. This actually came from, I don't know whose video. Was it Joe's or maybe was it Moderate Extremist? Most definitely clout chasing. Yeah, Unirock is. So all you guys are like, my Twitter blows up. Yeah, and you guys, they have made it so that you guys feel like you're scared to respond. But you know what? It's like 7 of them. And they're all in their little Facebook group. And they act like bullies. Yet I'm the bully. The irony is so thick and disgusting with these people. It's deplorable. They do everything to me that they accuse me of doing to other people. It's disgusting. I'm the one that's doing these things. No. I'm not the one that's leaving death threats. I'm not the one that's called the cops. You know, I got messages from, here's the membership link. You took from Dottie, says Joe. Thank you, Whitney. I just posted the link. So she says, oh, you're our secret spy. And then the audacity of these people to accuse me of having plants. Up until recently, I was doing 2 to 3 videos a day. No time in my day consisted of telling or instructing people to do anything. I am a mom. I have a professional career, this job, and I also have a husband. Like, my life is too full to have plants. I don't need to destroy other creators in order for me to actually have a platform, because I talk about so many different things that talking about other YouTubers is like such a small fraction of what I actually do on my platform. It's ridiculous. So I'm just making a call out to these people. Here's another one. This is just another example of how they harass me through this group. They tell people to go to my live chat and tell her how I feel, and then they laugh when people give me super chats to tell me off. It's so abhorrent. It's so disgusting. I'm so tired of this. I put out a video that said, Creep Show, you made a video about me and you got your sources from these people. These are the people that you are communicating with that I have screenshots of you talking to on Twitter, and you got your info from these people, which was misleading, but it didn't matter because it painted me foul, which is what she wanted. She had zero interest in being objective. She just wanted to smear me, which is fine. I get it. It makes you money. Go for it. Don't like me. I don't care. But if you're going to put a video about me, just make sure that what you're putting out isn't like false like that. Like, and when I come to you, instead of actually acting like an adult, you claim to be a victim of a dox that Unirock terrorized you with. If you want to blame anyone for that dox, you can blame Unirock, Creep Show. I can't share that, Lori. Thank you, Striga, for becoming a member. And the thing is that I have had my DMs open, and I said to people, you can talk to me if you have a question. If you want to make a video about me, fine. But if you would like to actually verify or get my side, please talk to me. When I presented my side to both Angelica and a Creep Show, neither one of them had any interest in correcting their video. Now Angelica's getting canceled for other stuff. But Creep Show, her channel grew and took off on this 2 or 3 videos, and then this Unirock creating this false narrative that I doxed her when he was the one that sat on his channel for hours upon hours upon hours, telling everyone about this link, showing everyone where to go and find it. If you cared about someone's safety, why the flying F would you go on your channel and tell everyone this is where it is? Just like I listened to Moderate Extremist, by the way, who literally told everyone on his channel where you can find all of my information because I got doxxed. I did. And no one cares that I have real life consequences with this. We've had the police at our house 3 times. We've had CPS at our house, and we've had our neighbors contacted. We have been falsely don't even get me started about the false narrative about the pride flag. Do you want to just go there and unpack it? Because I'm so sick of this. They created a false narrative that I falsely accused my neighbors of a hate crime for sympathy, which is not true. And then to prove their point, they contacted the police department to get a police report, which literally had a few sentences about what happened and not all of the details, and then claimed that I was lying about a hate crime for attention and money on YouTube, which is not what happened. My neighbors and I had a disagreement. He was threatening to kill our dogs. It was the second time he threatened to kill our dogs. He then, when we confronted him, cursed at us about having a pride flag in our yard, and it said it's because you've got that effing flag. To which, when that escalated, the police were called, they came, I told the police, this is what he said about the flag. He used a derogatory term for gay people. And guess what? It was the police who said, if that behavior continues, it can be a hate crime. We also live in a very conservative neighborhood. We were having issues with our flag. We did have normal wear and tear on the flag, but the pole had been completely bent, and it looked like somebody had actually been hanging on the pole to the point that when my husband tried to put the flag back in, he couldn't because it was completely bent and broken. And the flag was 3 feet down it was way down the street. All of our neighbors yeah, actually, that's not even what he called the flag. I'm sure you can all figure it out. It rhymes with flag. So when we told the police officer who came to our house that he called our flag the F flag, that our flag keeps ending up down the street and our pole is bent, we were not accusing our neighbor of it. It was the police officer said that's actually a hate crime. And so if that happens again, you can call the police and file a report. We thankfully were able to resolve everything with him because guess what? We're adults like that. But the police didn't put all of that in the report. And so instead, it's Katie used the LGBTQ plus to lie about a hate crime. And guess who's making these videos? The I'm effing Rakin website, or the I'm effing Rakin account, who is connected to Lil Red. The I'm effing Rakin account also loves to troll with certain people on Twitter and is hanging out in certain lawyers' chats that love to talk about me right now. Like, I didn't falsely accuse anyone of a hate crime. It was literally the police that said, if it happens again, and if you can figure out who is tampering with your flag, because it was obvious that it was being tampered with. The flag was not destroyed because it was tampered with. It was because the pole. But whatever fits their narrative. Whatever fits their narrative. I lost subscribers because people said I was lying about that. I have zero reason to lie. And you also realize when a cop is at your house for 45 minutes because your neighbor has threatened to kill your dogs, you know they don't put everything in the police report. Thankfully, our neighbors and I, and to be clear, our neighbor did not tear down the flag. He just used a slur to refer to the flag, and we were targets from the day we placed the flag up, which is true. After we got that flag placed up, our house got egged. We got silly stringed. Some of our neighbors became more hostile with us. Our dogs were threatened to be killed. So did we think that anyone in our immediate area was doing it? No. But there are a lot of, we live right off a county road and there's a lot of traffic, and you don't know who's coming up to your house. And people out here, we have a lot of neighbors, or not even directly around us, but there's a lot of people around us that are homophobic. And I am bisexual, which is another thing they lie about. She's just using the LGBTQ plus. She's not really bisexual. No, I really am. We have cameras now. Yeah, we got silly stringed. It was all over our car. So it's easy to paint me as the villain here But my biggest thing that I've done, my biggest mistake was the fact that I've shared this, and people felt like it was their, I was so devastated when that happened with my dogs and with my neighbor. I was bawling and I was hysterical and I was crying. And people decided to use that as a means to show that I was lying, which I never lied about. There's no lies about the pride flag, and it doesn't fit their narrative. I've literally had people in my DMs, I unsubscribed to you about the pride flag. I don't follow you because of the pride flag. I didn't do anything with the pride flag. We were targeted because of the pride flag. The pride flag is no longer up, and guess what's happening? None of our neighbors bother with us anymore. Or none of, it's not even our direct neighbors. Like the stuff that was happening to our house, it's not happening anymore. We also have cameras. We have cameras because of the threats from Mindy and from Red. It's just despicable. So why don't you join the chat right now, Negative? Let's do this. Come on. Join the chat. You don't have to show your face. I'm gay, and all my gay friends love you. F them. All these Mindys can have a seat. Oh my God, Kevin's obsessed with me lately. Where's Jared? Kevin, can I introduce you to Jared? Maybe you guys could be like a cute couple. How old are you, Kevin? Jared's like 22 or 23. Jared's adorable. Maybe you guys could date. I have no idea where Jared lives, but if you guys are around each other, maybe you could have a COVID date. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for becoming a member. One of them called me a disgrace to the gay community because I support you and I'm gay. I know. I'm bisexual. When you are an open bisexual person and you literally put a flag it was for my friend JB and it was for me and it was for pride. I know everyone was in love. Oh, you're 34. Well, I think Jared's like 22. Maybe you and Jared. You could have like your little, are you a cougar when you're 34? Negative. Why don't you come on and just talk? Because Unirock destroyed the bridge. He burnt the bridge. Who is Mod X? Whoever Mod X is their devices are disconnected. I don't think that's what. Who is that?
I'm not negative. I'm moderate extremist right off the bat in case that's going to be an issue.
As long as you're respectful to me. But you, like, I'm so sick of this crap.
I just wanted to say I've never made videos about you. I've gone after Uni. And I was wondering, like, you watched my video, you left a comment and thanked me.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
No.
I apologize if mentioning where your docs was an issue. You had stated that you really didn't care anymore since it's happened so many times, and I was just making
I'm
an
upset
example.
that you said where to find it. I mean, I am.
Well, I can take it out.
I'd appreciate that. I mean,
no problem.
I appreciated you standing up for me, but I don't appreciate your thumbnails that are mocking my appearance and like the fact that I've never even had a conversation with you and you have automatically decided you don't like me. I just find the whole thing completely ridiculous.
You don't remember talking to me in Uni server?
No.
Oh, well, we have spoken before. But that's okay. It's been almost a year, if not a year. But
Well, Unirock is scum.
we agree on that. You won't get an argument out of me there. But I just wanted to clarify that. I'm gonna jump back out and I'm gonna fix that up and take that out of there for you. And
I'm not a bad
I-
person. Like, if you think you're a truther, if you really are a truther, Mod, you need to start to think outside of the box here. Like, I'm not doing the crap that people are accusing me of.
well, if anything, I'm more of a jokester. I'm not accusing you of stuff. I've got some real issues with Unirock. But as far
Do
as
you
what,
agree that what he did to me was bullcrap?
well, I'll tell you this. Nobody would have known had he just, if it was an issue, deleted the comment and never mentioned it, maybe said to you, hey, we don't do that here, and whatever, he was going to have a discussion with you. But what he did instead
Yep.
was he stated where that website was,
Yep.
so everybody knew and everybody could go
Yep.
look it up.
Yep.
So that was not handled properly. And then he tried to clout chase with Creepshow because that's what he wanted. He was going to be this big savior. Oh, I saved you from Katie, and try to get in with those people because
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
He was getting attention from Keemstar and from Creepshow, and he wanted her attention. And so he had to create this narrative that I doxed her, which it wasn't true. Which, by the way, if she puts her name out herself and another website posts it in a web page that she knows exists and she's taken information from, is that even a dox?
I don't want to go there. I don't know. I hadn't
And I
heard her
wouldn't-
name before, so
She
That's-
goes by her first name, and she has used her last name before. And there was a video from the spring where she was literally talking about, because Defango or something was trying to dox her. And
yep, I remember that.
and so she said, well, I put my name out on my Instagram before, and I also had it in some of my earlier videos. So I wasn't always super careful about it. Then she was on a live stream with Augie that same week before I even found that website, and she used her last name when she was yelling at Unirock.
Yeah, I think she was pissed, and she probably wasn't thinking. Anyone repeating it though, like if that was you and you didn't have your name out there already, I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate anyone repeating
I
it.
told Unirock I don't appreciate that he calls me by my full name constantly on his channel.
And he says the same thing. The people that call him Jason, he gets all bent out of shape. So he understands why you're not happy about it. He's just, Uni's a whole bag of problems altogether. But
He is a manipulator, and he has done this to so many creators, and he just like pretends to be your friend. He literally told me that anything I said to him was confidential, and then he literally like recorded crap and then posted it, and then like was sharing people the screenshots to paint me a certain type of way, totally admitting the fact that he called Creepshow all kinds of names, totally omitting the fact that he literally told people that she was a liar that had a history of making videos that falsely accused people.
well, not only that, when the stuff came out about Chris Hansen, he was making fun of Creepshow in the server. Like,
He
he's a
always
Chris
talks
Hansen
crap
fan.
about her constantly.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have even known who she was unless he told me about her. He was the person that told me to reach out to her.
Well, full disclosure, I like a lot of her videos. I'm not going to lie to you about that, but
I honestly don't think that she and I would have an issue if he weren't involved. Like, he told me, reach out to her. And then I did. She didn't respond. He goes, oh, you should reach out to her again. Now, when I look back and think of all the advice he gave me, he was constantly putting me in drama. And to the point that now that I don't even interact with him anymore, I don't have drama and I'm not worried about things. He was the one that was telling me to call the cops on people. He was the one that was telling me to get restraining orders. He was the one that was telling me to file police reports.
yeah, for content, just so he could cover the drama and
Yeah.
get that's how he he's done this in so many communities. It's not even funny. It's how he rolls. Now he's out. There's no one left that'll mess with him. So I don't know what his plans are for content now, but
What do you mean?
Uni. He's burned every bridge there is.
Oh, what happened now?
Just his whole past. Like, he went after the QAnon people, burned everyone that was a source. He went after the truther community, burned everybody that was a source. He jumped into the flat earth debunking and just made a mockery of it. Did it so long his subs couldn't stand it and jumped out of that. He won't touch that anymore for obvious reasons and people I won't talk about that you definitely do not like. And now he tried to get in the drama and tea commentary community, and he just, I don't know, his involvement with you in doing that just made him look so bad, because all he was really doing was trying to get at somebody he had a vendetta with. He used you for his vendetta against someone who won't be named, and he never had your best interest in his mind at all. The
There
dude
were
is
so many times, and I'm not going to speak about that person, but there were so many times in all of his various coverage, even about me, where I would be sending him messages and saying, you got this completely wrong. You literally lied here.
yeah, yep. And he doesn't care. He's got an agenda, and
And like, oh, well, I'm just, I'm just going to like put this out. When I shared that link, by the way, he wasn't even there. And I didn't see her name. And I did not see her name. He told me, I'm making a video about her. And I want to like debunk the whole video she made about you. And then through this, I actually like you, Moderate. Can we be friends? Through this, I know we're not friends, but I do like.
I know I probably just lost all my subs, but go on.
But if you want to engage with people that hate me, seriously, like I'm not a terrible person. I'm actually a nice person. Anyway,
Katie, we don't hate you. There's some things we really have some issues with, but none of us hate. I'll speak for myself. I don't hate you.
some people, no matter what I say, Mod, it's never enough. And I'm not going to like, here's the thing. You might not like things about me and that's totally fine, but I'm never going to be whatever you guys want me to be because I have to be me. And if there's something that I do, I always say I'm sorry and I always correct it. And I have made so many improvements, but it's such a double-edged sword because people steal my content and then I strike them and then I'm accused of falsely striking them. That's not true. Like, or, you know, like, oh, she's trying to deplatform me, or, oh, you falsely struck me. Unirock, literally, I could have struck him so many times and I didn't. And he still says that I falsely struck him. His video was never taken down. He did not get a strike.
Yeah, he didn't get a strike. He wanted to be in with the cool kids and say that he got struck when other people got struck. He never, I don't know what he showed, but it didn't look legit to me. He had to be begged to even show it. He was all over Leslie. Show your dashboard, show your dashboard, show your dashboard. He wouldn't show his dashboard.
Don't even
show
get
the
me
strike.
started on Leslie and her.
I won't. Just an example. He kept
No,
saying
but
that.
like, now Leslie's back. Oh, Katie did this to me. Oh, really, Leslie? Do you want to bring up the bull crap that you did to me? You are not innocent.
Girl, you're down right now. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to go, yes, now is the time.
Oh, I know.
You got to know that.
I do, but I mean, she and I talked 3 months ago. Everything was fine. And it's like, now she's mad again. And it's like, did she honestly say to people, oh, I falsely accused Katie in front of like 30,000 people that she abused her child? No.
Yeah, that is another whole hornet's nest that.
Or that I struck her channel. I didn't strike her channel. Or that I got her channel taken down. I didn't get her channel taken down.
Well, she was showing videos. Viacom noticed if anyone struck her channel, it was Viacom. Am I wrong? I mean,
no, you're not wrong.
Okay, it's what I kind of thought. But there's been a whole lot of crazy striking going on, and like I say, that's a hornet's nest that I wanted to opine and see if you wanted that omitted. Definitely concur with you that Uni has got some serious issues.
Did you burn bridges with Creepshow and the rest of them? Like, I hope they did, because if I were Creepshow, I would be so pissed off at him for going on live streams for like 3 solid days and talking to everyone about this website, because people actually got to that website and then they were creating fake screenshots saying that I was telling people where she lived. I don't know where she lives to this day. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I wouldn't look at it. I saw it. I heard him say it. I saw what website it was, and I was not going there. That website shouldn't even be there, in my opinion.
Honestly, the only reason I ended up on there was because I was looking for, because he said, I'm going to make a video about her and I want to know if she's gotten into it with other creators. And I was like, I did a Google search, Creepshow Art, and you know how it does those recommendeds or whatever? And then I went to images, and then one of the images I ended up clicking went to that website.
Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what happened.
So when you go to the images, like in the images, you can't see where you're going. You just click it to see where you're going. It brings up the website. So it brings you to that image. When you go to that website, you don't see the top of the screen. You only see the image. You don't know what you're looking at. So I told him, I said, oh, this website has all these, tweets housed of her in arguments with other creators who claimed that she was falsely accusing them of. And apparently one of the creators in July of last year, in July 2020, she got temporarily demonetized for, I think.
That I'm sure that could have happened. A lot of people have. The TOS right now is really sticky, and if you say things that they don't like, they'll pull your monetization. It's the first thing that happens.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, Katie. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go fix that video, and I'm gonna wish you well. Keep improving, and I hope things work out. Like I say, I didn't mean to bring any more negative attention to you with that video. That was to expose Mindy. What she did, trying to play both sides. Nobody needs people like that.
That's what all of them are doing, though. They're all doing this to me.
Well, most people are on one side or the other, is from what I've seen. Like, if they don't like you, they don't like you. They're not trying to be your friend. They're not, joining a membership to come in and make rude comments in your chats. In fact, a lot of people live by the rule to just not engage you. That's a pretty standard thing. Just don't engage her.
My husband would love you to apologize for telling people where to find my docs.
I am sorry.
Thank you.
Let me go fix that up. Let's leave this on a good note, which is amazing. It's amazing that we are. And
no, I don't dislike people. Like, this is the thing. Like, I feel like half these people that don't like me, if they would actually talk to me, they would know I'm not a bad person.
Hey, understood. I'm living in that world right now too. I'm really getting dragged for that video. So
you shouldn't. What Mindy did is horrible. And if you lose, do you really want to have your channel built off people that hate me? Because the people that are watching you right now are the same people that are harassing me.
To your point, a lot of those people, if you could talk to them, there's a lot of things that could be maybe possibly worked out. A lot of people hate them based off of things that you've said. Now, I've gotten to know a few of those people, and they're humans just like you and I. They put their pants on one leg at a time.
Who?
They've got, I'm not saying names, but they're out there. And I really think that there's a lot of people that they watch you and they watch them. They don't have all the facts. They base whatever their opinion is on one another, just on things that from people that don't talk to one another, that got issues with one another. Nobody's communicating correctly right now, and this lockdown isn't helping.
This is why I emailed Creepshow, is because my manager said at YouTube we want to resolve issues before we get involved. And so my manager said, contact her and let her know that this video is, it's not right. And instead of talking to me, she basically accused me of doing a bunch of shit that I didn't do, and then said I was malicious, and then further accused me of doing a bunch of crap I didn't do. I lost 2,000 subscribers. Thanks, Unirock.
Well, you know that when you included your manager in that email, it to a lot of people that appeared to be a flex. Like, hey, not only am I looking at this email, so is my manager. Do the right thing. And they may have a valid point in having that opinion, whether or not you meant it that way. It definitely once it got posted.
Well, he wanted to know.
Understood. Another option could have been maybe a blind CC, but it is what it is. I'm just explaining from what I
I mean, if
heard.
she actually gave a shit about the fact that she actually put false information out, why is she flexing that I put my manager on there? Why isn't she actually admitting she did shit wrong?
Again, if you two could have had or still have a
She won't.
conversation,
She won't talk
these
to me
are the
because she thinks I'm stalking her. I don't give a shit. All I've ever wanted to tell her is like, I'm not stalking you. I don't care. You got my video wrong. I wouldn't have even been looking at tweets about you getting into fights with other people had you not fumbled my story so bad and hung out and gotten your information from people that have been doxing, harassing, and like terrorizing me. I exposed her for getting her information from these people, and then suddenly it's Katie's a horrible, terrible person. She docs Creepshow.
I see how you see it that way. I definitely see how you see it that way. I do. But, there's other things that when you say that about the doxing and the harassing, the Reddit has its firm rule. It's rule number 3 of the Reddit group, no engagement. To harass you, people would have to engage you. And I think most people live by it. They're
They're
documenting.
calling the police on me.
Yeah, but you got to know who did it to accuse them, right? I mean,
First
you
of all,
should
I
have
know
a
it's
name.
coming from the Facebook group because people in that group are telling me.
So you've got people in the Facebook group.
Yeah. I'm not saying the Reddit was doing it. I know nothing about the Reddit people. The people on Facebook some of them are overlapping, but the Facebook group is the one that's called the cops. They're the ones that called CPS because there's people in those groups telling me that. So they're the ones that are creating all of this shit. And then they like find glee and say, no, but we're concerned about you. So we're going to relentlessly bully you to the point where you feel like so depressed that now we're going to call welfare checks on you and CPS.
Well, that's not right. No one should be calling CPS or anybody on anyone.
We had CPS at our house 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's not right. I will say this though. You put some stuff on Instagram that had a lot of people worried. When that one call went in, people were concerned you were going to hurt yourself. You were pretty down at that point, and I think there was some people that actually cared about you that called. I understand you asked people to stop, and I hope people respected that. But some of those Instagram posts, they looked concerning to me too. Like,
this is what I'm trying to tell people. Like, when are you going to have enough? Do you want me in the ground before this is over? Like, is this the end result? At what point is what you're doing to me enough?
yeah, I can't imagine. At 100,000, over 100,000 subs like you have, so many controversial moments, you're going to have people that do this. You probably have more than anyone else. In some ways, it's good because people hear about you and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody's really like that. And they come to see you and they either stick around or they hate watch. Either way, it's good for your channel.
My channel views have tanked since Unirock and since like all of that stuff. I mean, 4,000 subs gone. Half of my views gone. It's finally starting to come up again, but I'm at this point, I'm just completely fed up. And then there's this whole thing, oh, you're going to lose everything. No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything illegal on YouTube. I'm not.
Well, I wouldn't think that you are. There's enough people that if you step over the line an inch, they're going to call and report. They're going to hit that report button. If you were doing something against TOS, you'd be mass reported by lots of people.
And I get mass reported constantly and nothing ever gets removed, ever.
Well, then you're not doing anything wrong. But that being said,
you can go now. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
oh no, and I hope I didn't upset you worse.
No, it's just frustrating. And it's like, at what point is it enough for people? At what point is my pain enough? Because people will say, well, this is what you do to other people. No, it's not, because I'm not calling the cops on other people. I am not in their DMs pretending to be their best friend and then flipping on the next day and creating a video and making 37 videos about that girl. I'm not calling CPS on people. I'm not doing any of these things. I'm not doxing people. I'm not accusing them of crimes. Like, I'm just not doing those things. I cover the Duggars and celebrity gossip.
And I think if you just stick to that and keep grinding, you're gonna have this controversy is gonna follow you for a while. But if you stick to what you know and keep grinding at it, eventually it's gonna go away. It's all you can do. I mean,
What?
Do you trust him?
No.
Well,
All right.
not a lot of other people do either. I can't understand.
all right. I'll
Gotta
talk
go.
to you.
You should see what people are saying in the chat. And why won't he show his face?
No, because he doesn't ever show his face.
I don't trust him.
Okay. I cannot believe you're entertaining this guy, Katie. He's sick, violent, and a harasser. I'm sorry. Showing your face, especially as a man, shows that you are sincere. Moderate is a former mod on Uniserver. He's a good guy who's just trying to make things right. He apologized, and he's going to remove my docs from his video. And he agrees that what Unirock did is wrong. Unirock is a clout chasing, like, I lost freaking 2,000 subscribers because of him. People think I'm a doxer because of him. I don't think Moderate sounded bad. I mean, has he said some crap about me that I haven't liked? Yes. But like, if Unirock cared about her safety, why would he go onto his channel and stream for 3 straight days telling people where to find this, how to find it, what was included? I mean, why? I'm always going to be respectful to people, even if they don't like me. I'm always going to give people a chance to say something, even if they don't like me.
I'm sorry. People are going to drag me, and that's fine for what I did. But here's the thing. We
Okay. Who's a doxer? So Unirock, you actually doxed me in your server, and always used my full name on your channel, even though you know professionally I don't go by that. And I shared a website in your thing, and I didn't see her name. You decided to go 3 days on your channel and tell people where to find it, making the situation a zillion times worse. I'm not the one that posted it to thousands of people. You did. So technically, you could have just left it alone and been like, and accepted the fact that I made a mistake, but you didn't, because I didn't do it maliciously. Does he go after my looks? Yeah. Yeah, BX Beast Boy, quit with the edges, quit with mocking my chin. You know, like the ugliness of your criticism is disgusting. And like, how 57 videos about me? Did you make enough money? Who cares about the dislikes? Like, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. If I have 37,000 dislikes, none of that matters to me. all the haters are going to show up right now and be like, oh, I'm going to
It doesn't matter.
all the haters are going to show up right now and they're going to, if you are disliking this, if you are literally here disliking this and you are saying, Katie, you're such a piece of crap, even though I'm literally pouring my heart out to you guys and telling you that this needs to stop. If you are disliking this, you're part of the problem. If you are going from creator to creator to creator so that you can be on my hate train, you're part of the problem. If you literally had an issue with me, you could come to me. It's just so stupid. Jen, sometimes I feel like your questions are really accusatory. So I'm starting to not actually trust people. I'm starting to not even trust people that are within my, it's just what Mindy did has completely put me at a place where I don't trust anyone. I've got certain members that are constantly accusing me and insinuating I have motive. I muted my microphone because what he was saying, you guys didn't need to hear. I don't have to explain everything that I do. If I'd make a choice, just because I make a choice, it's not your right to know. And just because you have a question doesn't mean I have to answer. Sometimes I feel like I've given you guys so much of me that you feel like you can have all of me, and that's not healthy. It was a personal conversation that did not involve anyone in here, and it doesn't matter why the microphone wasn't on. I honestly would love to know, Jen, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, why so consistently your questions are always applying blame to me and I always feel like I'm on the defense of your questions. If you're here to support me, support me. If you're not, then don't. But I constantly feel like I'm being attacked by you. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of constantly feeling attacked. And you guys can run off now and say that I'm a terrible person that called out a member. She was just asked a question. No, she does this all the time. It's constant. It's constant. It's constant. It's if I don't respond to your messages immediately, it's you're going to pull your support from me. If I read your messages and I don't respond, then I'm a terrible human being. If I just, Jen knows that she does this to me, and it's I'm sorry. I've had to talk with her about this. I mean, I want to like you, but you're so defensive, then come on and talk to me. Why doesn't, if you guys want to like me, why don't you ask people why they feel like they need to, come join, come talk to me. Let's have a powwow. I'm defensive because I'm constantly accused of things. You are brutal. You act like I'm not a human being. When I have been dragged to filth. The context of what I'm saying is certain members of mine apply negative connotations to me consistently, putting me in a defensive state, thinking I've done something. And when you have people that you think are supporting you consistently doubting you, it just gets to be too much. It gets to be too much when everyone wants answers from me. And, you know, if Jen, come on, like, if you'd like to talk, I'm open. I'm not here to drag you. I'm just saying, like, I'm just so the best way to communicate with me is to not assume I've done something or act like or applying negative motive to me. Yeah, texting can definitely create it. And I'm sorry if I came off bluntly. I just feel like sometimes the amount of questions of all of the things that I do, I am walking wounded. And I feel like if you guys want me to be a better person and to truly, I mean, I've literally been pouring my heart out on this stream. And then I snap or I'd say something and then suddenly I'm rude to people. What about what I've gone through for the last 18 or 19 months? What about that? When you have all these creators putting out all this trash about you and it's driven by one source, and then people that you think are your friends sell you out for views and for money. What is, Whitney, please tell me what your other account is. I do have a good community. I also have people within the community I don't trust, and I think that's fair. Thank you for becoming a member, Addie. No, what's the other account that you're blocked on? Is this Julie? You have two accounts named Whitney Vigil? Are you sure? Thank you for becoming a member, Addie. I can check my settings right now. I don't have that many people blocked on here. The only people I have blocked are the same people that are harassing me. I don't see you on this list. I don't see you on the list. So, okay. Yeah, I don't think you're blocked on the other one. Sorry. Thank you for joining. I'm very grateful that you did join. At the end of the day, you guys, if you don't want to like me, that's fine. If you think that I've done something wrong, that's fine. If you want to base your opinion off of other creators' videos about me, that's fine. But there are a lot of videos being made about me that I can tell you for a fact are not true. I just don't know what to say. I'm making a late dinner, so I can't come on. But yes, I ask questions. I feel like I'm a member and asking questions should be allowed when I'm paying. I'm never rude. You can certainly ask questions. I feel like sometimes like you can ask questions, but I feel like just paying members can ask questions, but it's like not all questions are going to be answered. You know what I mean? Like it's just not like, and sometimes the questions feel very accusatory. Like I have, they're put into a position where I feel like you are applying that I've done something malicious that I have not done. I can see the crap you've put up with. It's horrible. Out of all the scandals and different things I've watched happen on YouTube this year, I honestly feel like what's happening to Katie has been the most vile, malicious, and cruel and not deserved. I think sometimes the way that you ask the questions, though, is the issue. And you don't have to agree with me, but I also feel like if you are here and you are not agreeing with me like 50% of the time, then you probably shouldn't be here. Like, and I'm not saying that you have to leave. It's just, I feel like sometimes I am in an impossible situation. I do, because I have all of these people that want my attention and I can't give you guys all of my attention. And if I don't respond immediately, then I'm somehow a shitty friend. And it's like, I have hundreds of thousands of, 136,000 people on my other channel. And I have over 200,000 people following on me on all of my different platforms. That's a lot of people. And I feel like if you are going to ask me a question, be compassionate about it. You don't have to come at me in a way where it feels constantly like I'm being told I'm doing something wrong. Thank you for joining. Oh, I think this account doesn't like me. Does Kaylee not like me? I feel like I have a lot of people that don't like me. Your tone isn't transitioning well in text. I have this issue completely. I've had to change the words I use and I don't speak so harsh. It could just be that you're blunt. I don't know. I have no idea. But like, if you're on this hate trade against me and you think that I've done all of these things, like, does it constitute what I'm going through right now? Have I hurt anyone physically? No. Have I physically abused anyone? No. Have I committed any crimes? No. Have I done stories that have maybe fallen flat? Yes. Have I had opinions that are controversial? Yes. But I can't change who I am to suit everybody else. The reason why people come to my channel is because they like who I am. And so if I start changing every single part of me, people lose who I am. And then I start living my life for everybody else. And some of my subscribers on my other channel have literally said to me, you have lost who you are because you're trying to satisfy everyone else. So if you're expecting me to, the one criticism is you'll never learn, Katie. You're never going to learn. You assume I don't like you. The thing is, my critic about you is you've always been constructive and fair. So if you're, all I know is that I see negative comments. There's a difference between, like, sometimes I feel like there's I became a member on your other channel, and I just want to join this as well because I love you, girl, and I don't see the join button. My walls are open, and if you guys can for a minute understand something, can you see for a minute why I might feel defensive after everything I've played for you tonight? Knowing that I've had the police at my house 3 times, CPS, my husband's employers have been called. I have received over 50 death threats. I have had people threaten to hack me, to destroy me. I have had people terrorizing me, passing around my email, passing around my address, my phone numbers. We have had to change our phone numbers. My parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, they're all doxxed. So do you understand why even slightly like some of the criticism isn't even fair? Like, it's just like, you don't like my hair. You don't like that I gulp. You don't like that I do things. And then sometimes the thing about criticism is just because you don't like something, and this is what I've learned in life, I'm 42 years old, just because you don't like something doesn't mean the other person has to change. And when you expect someone to change because you've criticized them, you are setting yourself up for the wrong expectation. Criticism does not have to be taken. Criticism does not have to be applied. And what you don't like in me, somebody else might like. So if you think I've done something wrong, maybe I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe that's your opinion. Okay, fair enough, Kaylee. But if you were dealing with, like, this is the expectation people send to me is, you guys say to me, well, I criticized you, so you need to change. Why? Could you imagine if that's how life worked? Imagine you were sitting on the street and someone just like walked up to you and said, I don't like how you talk. You need to change that. And then if you don't, then the person goes, but you're not accepting my criticism. Is that rational? I don't like your delivery, Katie. Other people do. So do you realize if I had to apply all the criticism by all the different people? Or the other one is you dig too far into getting information. First of all, you guys, do you want me to put out content that isn't researched? Do you want me to put out content that doesn't have any valid backing? I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry. Like, all I can say, Jen, is there's like honestly a time and a place for things. And like right now, anything is going to trigger me. So I apologize. I'm not Katie and not even a member of her chat. I'm simply a supporter of KJ. Hate stops threatening her life for liking KJ. People are threatening your life. Oh my God. And stop accusing my followers of being me. I can't even tell you how many of my subscribers have been harassed in the last few months. It's ridiculous. I don't have any sock accounts. I don't have fake accounts. I don't have trolls. None. And it's like, don't threaten people's lives. Don't dox my, subscribers. Don't harass them for simply like not wanting to put up with like your crap. I've been accused of being Katie more times than I can count because I can see what's going on and that their proof of Katie being a bad person are screenshots of irrelevant crap. Right. Yeah, what is your ultimate goal, you guys? Like, you realize, like, people are always like, you're going to lose everything. No, we're not. We're not going to lose everything. Second of all, I haven't committed any crimes. Third of all, if you're making videos from all of these people, you are part of the problem. If your channel is built by the information that these doxers, harassers, and stalkers are giving to you, they will turn on you and you will become the target. And again, just because someone criticizes you and has an opinion doesn't mean you have to change. Just because someone doesn't like what you do doesn't mean that you have to change anything. You, as an adult, need to be confident in your choices. And if you are not confident in your choices and you allow everyone to walk over you and tell you that you need to do things better, you are allowing the bullies to win. So if someone says, I didn't like how you covered that story, I'm sorry. Find another creator that you want to watch that will cover it differently. So that's what I don't have, there are some things I will acknowledge that I need to do better, and I have done better. But there's other things that I just will not apologize for. I will never apologize for, and I don't have to apologize for. My husband produces reality television. The reality television fans are insane and say the most insane and hurtful things. The teen mom people are wild. Like, those are the hatters, and those are the women that are after me. There's this entitlement thing there's an entitlement thing that happens with some of these commentary channels. They decide that they need to hold you accountable, and that no matter what you say or do, if you don't give them what they want, then you aren't taking responsibility for whatever the perceived injustice is that they've decided that you've done. But what if it is that what they're accusing you of, you didn't do? What if it is that what they're accusing you of is a lie, is fabricated, is misconstrued? Why do you have to be accountable for something that another creator decided that you did wrong? You don't. The only person you are accountable to is yourself and to your subscribers. But even at the end of the day, you have thousands of subscribers. You literally cannot please all of them all of the time. What did Mr. MR just say? You can't please people can't please all of the people all the time. Correct. Has never called me out or blocked me for giving constructive criticism. I don't bully and harass her. Katie has changed since starting YouTube. She has become more guarded. I don't blame her. I have to be honest. Katie knows this. I've spoken out and have never yet been blocked. I have a love-hate with Katie, but I keep coming back, and I don't think you're a bad person. Yeah. So why haven't you joined yet, Negative? Why don't you come on here, Negative? We don't have to talk crap. Why don't you just come join? Please, Negative. You set up my Discord. I don't see. Here's the thing, Kiki. I don't block people that are disagree with me. I have a lot of members that don't agree with me on everything. I don't block people just for being not agreeing with me. Okay, if you are going to be 60 seconds, let me take a commercial break. I should listen to constructive criticism. I should, but I do. I do listen to constructive criticism. I do listen to constructive criticism, but I don't have to. No, Julie. I literally thought, I'm just going to say this. I saw tweets of you calling me a terrible person just a couple days ago. So if you have something to say it.
Oh, I'm up. Right, hi. First of all, I'm not Whitney. I would not pay money just to talk to you. Like, you know yourself, Katie. I've approached you with my issues with you. And I have tried to, I would say I was nice about it, but you don't think so. But text can't really be interpreted, so I'll give you that. But I just wanted to say that, yeah, I'm not Whitney, so that poor Whitney, like, listen, Whitney, it's okay, I'm Julie, right? I'm the bad guy. But yeah, Kate, I just think, right, I don't know how to put this without offending you here, right? I don't doubt that you feel really hard done by and stuff like that. And I don't blame you if you're feeling harassed, but all I've got to say is, Katie, see, like Laurie Ann, for example, you're saying that, you know, people are threatening you, but you're letting Laurie Ann threaten people, you know?
What?
Laurie Ann.
Who?
Laurie Ann, she's in your chat.
What about Lori? I don't control what Lori does.
Yeah, but you say she's a staunch supporter and you know that she's threatening people.
Who is she threatening and why do I support her? First of all, I don't.
Wait, Katie, wait. Yes,
No.
you do. You tweet.
No, Julie. This is what Julie does to me. And I'm going to say this right now. I don't speak for anyone but myself. I don't speak for anyone but me. Any of my supporters, I don't control. And I tell them repeatedly not to do anything, to hurt anyone, to go anything. Julie is always in my DMs trying to start drama. You don't accuse me of what other people are doing and say it's my responsibility. I don't control anyone but me. What's up, negative? Hello? Negative? Negative. I think you need to like fix your audio. Negative. Okay, rejoin negative. Whose Twitter did you see, Julie? Julie is consistently in my DMs, falsely accusing me of things, telling me I've done things, consistently getting in drama. She has been banned from this channel, and probably that's the only way that she could get on. But no, your devices aren't connected. Okay. You there? Negative?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. What's up?
So what are the bridges you want to build?
I just feel that, I mean, I'd like to, try to help, everyone got along. We all liked you. Everyone in the server. I mean, I think it just got, I think that one incident, got, blown out of proportion, I guess. and might not have been handled the right way.
Yeah.
You know, we enjoyed having you in there, and you know, and I think I told him that, you know, yeah, he might have gone live prematurely, and you know, he didn't have to go on scope and you know that late, and you know, he like, yeah, I'm friends with him, but he's quick to, you know, he as soon as he finds out some bit of information, you know, he jumps on scope without really thinking it out. And I've told him this before, that you know, he's a little too quick to act, but you know, that's how he does it. So
He accuses me of reacting and not thinking, but he's probably more reactive than I am. And he's also probably more irresponsible with his platform than I am. Did you know that in this entire time, he's claimed that he would talk to me and he's never once reached out for my side? Never.
no, I didn't know.
People were demanding that he speak to me because he was making such baseless claims. And he said, yeah, I'll talk to her. Nope.
No, I mean, I saw that, you know, that night when you dropped that link, you know, and after you explained it, you know, I can see how you might, you know, I mean, it was, you know, a dox, but
No,
you know,
it's not a dox.
I guess
It's
you
not.
didn't see the,
No, it's not a dox sharing a link where I didn't say her name. I didn't say anything. I was trying to show him. This is the problem with you guys. You think everything is a dox. It's not a dox. My information is doxed. Do you know what a dox is? My address, my phone number, my email address, my date of birth, my son's date of birth, my husband's phone number, my dad's date of birth, his address, his phone number, his email address. That's a dox. Someone should get
I remember when I sent that link. Huh?
What? Huh?
No, I was just saying, I remember when I sent you that link of, you know, when they doxed your house, and you know, they shared in that group, you know, that Google Maps of your house, and you know, so yeah, you've been, you know, what you've been put through, you know, is more than any other creator.
Unilock willingly. So he kicks me out for sharing a link that contains nothing. Yet he passed around Twitter links and screenshots with my address not redacted. He shared that with tons of people in his server.
I didn't know that. I mean, what would you two ever talk? You know, consider having a talk, and yeah, I think it can be worked out.
He has, because of his video, I lost 2,000 subscribers, and I have been accused of doxing someone I did not dox. He has created a shitstorm, and he piled on me and accused me of something I did not do, yet he made it worse for her by making it public. He has consistently used my full legal name on his channel. He has consistently, he passed around my address in his server because he was mad at somebody else, and because that person was doing it, it was okay for
Your
him.
address in there, but yeah,
Huh?
I trust if you. I don't remember seeing it in there. If you say it was, you know, I trust you. I don't know
Here-
why anyone would.
This is a screenshot from his server. It's right there. That's from his server.
What room was it in? Was it in admin or mod? or in the general.
I just doxed myself, you guys. Here, it was in his general.
Well, I don't know what, I can't explain, I can't answer for everything, he's done, but, I know we been having you in there, and, I, when it jumped us,
You're I know your connection's
hear me?
bad. No, your connection's bad.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so
Get closer to the
this
light.
this is what he was sharing in his server. I'm sorry, I completely just doxed myself, but whatever. My dox is everywhere. He literally passed this around in his server. This is a screenshot from his server. People sharing tweets that have my address in his server. But he was outraged that I shared a link that didn't even have her name in the link. I didn't put her name in the server, and I literally never posted her name in the server. It was a link to a public website that happened to contain a name that she has publicly put out there.
Yeah, I can understand. I mean, I can see both sides. I think the reason he jumped so quick was he didn't want, he didn't want to be accused of, his server doxing people, and he does have strict rules about it.
Oh, he
That's
has
what-
strict rules about it, but he put this in his server?
Yeah,
No, he's a hypocrite is what he is. If he has strict rules about it, why was he passing this around, and why was he passing my address around?
that's not. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I can't answer for him. That's not right. That's not, so I can understand you being upset and feeling like it's hypocritical.
Okay, Zach, I do listen to critical points, but I also am not required to take all criticism.
No, it's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. This is what this person said. It's her channel and her choice of content, but if she likes to keep paying audiences, she should show and understand their relevant points of complaints. I do understand relevant points of complaints, but I also don't have to change every single thing. And some things that I get complaints about are just things that I'm not going to change. I'm going to be nicer to people. I have been nicer to people. Tonight, I'm just irritated. So if you're on the receiving end of that, I apologize. This is just a mess of a stream. But at the end of the day, the demands on me to do things are sometimes unreasonable, often. And I do listen to criticism, and I've definitely changed how I've done a lot of different stories. But I'm still wondering how negative sharing a link is worse than him passing around this in his server and sending this into people's DMs.
I don't know. Was it him? Is that what's whited out? Is that what you redacted?
What I redacted is my address, but this is a screenshot.
No, I meant, yeah, but whoever sent it, is he the one who sent it?
This is from his server.
I know, but I can't see the name.
Because it's all redacted.
I know. That's what I was asking. If he was the one that posted
No,
it.
I took the screenshot.
Okay. I was talking about the server member who posted it.
I don't Unirock had all of this information, and he was sharing this information. People were in his server sharing this information. None of this was redacted. All of this remained. They were emailing screenshots of what was being sent because he was mad at someone. So then he started passing around this in his server. Let me show you. I have to crop out the name because I cannot show you. This was another thing that he was passing around in his server of mine. That's from Trulia.
I can't see it very well. What's it say? Is that,
It's my address and it's my house value.
how long was it up? Did it? I mean, honest question. Did it get deleted right away? Did someone catch it, or was it?
Really mad at this person for passing this around, and so
Yeah.
it was up for a very long time. And he's the same person who has yelled at other creators for talking about my son, that repeatedly talks about my son. Even if he's defending my son, he brings up old tweets that this person says and he uses it for content. So he claims that he cares about my son, but then he will go on his channel for an hour and talk about my son because he was mad at this person for talking about my son.
I understand. I understand why you're upset. So,
So
but
yeah, this is the point Zag says. It doesn't matter who sent it. It was on his server. He shared it on his server, yet he made a big deal about me posting a link. That's kind of where I'm going, Lee.
yeah, I can see your point completely. I understand. I mean, I can't speak for them. I can't speak for the other server members.
I can't, like, in good consciousness, like, really ever think of a way that he and I would ever connect because of what he did to me. He thinks that I'm the villain, but he spread a vicious lie about me that had people coming after me for weeks. They are still accusing me of doing something I did not do. And he did it for views. He has used my channel name in his tags for over a year, whether or not he talks about me.
Well, there's a lot of people clout chasing and using your name. I think, what, 10 or 15 new channels have sprouted up just because of you.
Yeah.
So,
So will people finally admit that what's happening here is clout chasing and it might not actually be like real criticism? It could just be, we're just clout chasing because, you know, she's the hot topic right now.
yeah, I mean, I see it. I mean, and maybe clout chasing is not the right word. It's just first one that came to mind. You know, people are using your name to, you know, grow their channels.
So if he's using my name to grow my channel, why is he okay with having my address in there and passing around my address to people in his server? Because it suited his narrative. But then when he got the data, like your address is out publicly and legally, but putting out info about your relatives and showing your home is a no-go. Yeah. Photos of my house, my full address. And even, but here's the thing, even showing my address, he was irritated that I showed a link that had her name that she has legally put out there, that she has told people is her name, that she didn't protect when she started her channel. She admitted it was on her Instagram when she started. She admitted it was on her channel and in old videos.
Wasn't there a middle? Wasn't it just the first and middle or first and last? I
It
think.
was just her first and last name. And I don't even think
Okay.
it's her name. I think she's married now with a completely different last name. And even so, I didn't look her up. I didn't know where she lived. I didn't pass around her address. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, I understand. And I know.
Sharing an address because you're mad at another creator for passing my address around, is it any better of you as a creator to make content out of it and share my address further?
Yeah, I understand. I can understand your frustration. Why you. you know, you've been put through a lot this last year, and I don't really, you know, I don't think, you know, most people can't handle it, you know, and I think you've done well for what, you know, you've been put through. So I know, yeah, you have made mistakes, but that's expected when you're getting attacked 24/7. I mean, you've got a whole Facebook group dedicated to destroying you. So, I mean,
I
I've
just,
been in this group.
yeah, chat. Can we talk for a second, chat? I just want to ask a poll here, and you can type 1 or 2. Is me sharing a link to a public website that happened to contain the name of a creator who goes by only her first name, but she has admitted she did not guard her last name or protect her identity? And the fact that this public website that she knows exists because she has used this website for her own content, is that a dox if I literally share a link to that where I didn't see the name? Or is it a dox for him to, what's worse, me sharing that link and then not actually saying the person's name, not saying anything more than that, saying here's a link if you'd like to find out information and see these tweets, because that's what I wanted him to see was the tweets, because he said he was making a video about her. And after the video she made about me, I think that's the only reason I was looking. I don't care about this creator, but there were other creators that have accused her of doing the same thing. Now, is that, so if you want to say that's a dox, you can say 1. Now, is it, or is that worse? Okay, what's worse? What was I going to say? Okay, the first, we'll do 1 or 2. The first one, you can pick which one's worse. Me sharing that link, or 2, him sharing my address, passing around my address, and then also him going to his platform with the information that I shared. Actually, no, let's just go to this. I share the link in his server. Don't see her address. I don't see her name. Is it worse for me to do that? Or was it worse for him to then go to his platform, spread it everywhere so that everyone could find out where to find her information? So 1 for me sharing the link, or 2 for him sharing the information. Minus the address. Like him just putting out the saying, Katie doxed her, and this is where you can find it. So is it worse for him to share that with the public to thousands of people and direct people to that site? Or is it worse that I accidentally shared the link and that he didn't come to me? But I took all of the blame for that. All of it. Even though he's the one that perpetuated it. And have you noticed I haven't said the website 1 time? I'm sorry. I'm just irritated about this negative. I think you're going to lose no matter what you say.
I'm not here to win. You know, this can't be won. I was just,
I know.
you know, I understand your frustration. You know, I don't agree with some of, you know, with what he's done in many circumstances, but you know, he's his own person. You know, and I've actually had some heated discussions with him about you, and you know, you got heated, and so I mean, you've been in there when we've had those.
I
So-
walked into a chat with him where he was screaming at his moderators about me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take the fall for her. I'm getting too much heat from people saying that I'm taking her side. I honest to God think what he did was he thought people were giving him heat saying that he was being biased because he was my friend. And so what he needed to do was prove to these people that he wasn't biased, and he had to create a story and a narrative that I had done something bad so that he could prove and report on something that I did something bad to prove to them that he wasn't biased. And then get their attention and be friends with them. Did that work out for them? Is he friends with these people now?
no,
I didn't think so.
nope. you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, I understand your frustration, and you've got a lot of valid points. So, but
Zag wants to know why it was okay for him to dock. Did he? Zag says that Uni doxed her.
Docs too.
Zag Creations says that Uni doxed.
I don't. How did he dox her?
I don't know. Can you tell me, Zag, how you doxed? Yeah, I don't. It's members only. I will not
Yeah.
have. I will never have this. This specific channel will never be open to the public ever. Because right now the haters think that this is their playground to harass me.
Has it ramped up? Has it gotten that bad?
Oh yeah. If I have open chat on, all they do is harass me. So this will never be a public chat because they look at this channel as their place to harass, to berate, to call me names, to send their people over here.
And that's what I don't get. I don't get how it's gone on this long. I mean, maybe maybe if someone's if you did a stream that they didn't like a year ago, maybe come in and talk shit for 2 weeks. But I don't know what you've done that's caused them to make a whole group about you. I mean, in a Reddit page and
why has BX Beast Boy made 57 videos about me?
to grow his channel.
Right. But you know what he does? He mocks my appearance and says my edges suck and that I have a crooked chin. So people bully me for my appearance.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, as a public figure,
I'm not saying I care, but is it fair for him to criticize me for things and then he's doing it?
No, I bet he doesn't even show his face when he goes live.
Oh, he does.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless, I mean, there's no excuse for the
You know what?
behavior I see everywhere.
In TOS that we are not supposed to like go after people's appearance.
Actually, I didn't know that was in the TOS, but yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, and what you said about the strike, about you didn't strike him.
I didn't strike Unirock. No.
He told us that he struck 4 people. I think it was.
It was a privacy complaint, which is not a strike. All it was asking was for people to blur out the email.
Okay.
A privacy complaint literally is just they can blur it out, they can get rid of it, they can crop out whatever is in there. But he literally shared an email that wasn't his to share.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I can't speak for him. That's
And
why I
he
would.
didn't get a strike.
Hmm?
He didn't get a strike.
No. Yeah, I understand the privacy complaints. I get it. So I mix up the terms sometimes. So
I never cared about the address. It was the email. It was a business email that had business information in there. That's why I didn't want it out there.
how did he get it? I mean, did you share it with him? Or
I don't know if he got it from Creep Show or if he got it from Truth Sleuth. I don't know who he got it from.
just sharing anything that's sent to you, privately, or through DMs, that's not acceptable. I'd never share people's DMs. That's unless they give me permission. So that's why I was just curious if it was something private you sent him or whenever he got it.
And then people are mad at me that I got mad at Creep Show for sharing the email that I asked her not to share. And she wouldn't remove the video, even though she got some things very wrong, specifically about the restraining order. And she wouldn't correct it. And instead blasted the email out, which I asked her not to share. It's just very confusing to me how I was the bad person in there when she's literally the one that put out information that was false.
Yeah, I get. I mean, it's confusing to me too. This whole thing. Yeah, a lot of things you're talking about. Like the screenshots. I wasn't aware of those. Your address being shared in there. I don't spend that much time in there, but you would think I would have seen them. So why didn't you tell him to remove them?
Remove what?
The screenshots with your address.
I
you tell
did.
him?
He doesn't care. I told him not to talk about my son, and he still talked about him. I told him I didn't like it when he used my full name. He still used it.
Yeah. I see where you're at.
Okay, I'm going to answer this right now. Teodro, it wasn't the email address that was the problem. It was the email. I don't care about the email address. It was the email. Everyone is very focused that it was the email address. It had nothing to do with the email address. It was the email. It was what was in the email. It was the contents of that email that I specifically asked not to be shared because it had private information about my business. So I'm sorry for my tone. It's just I've answered that question so many times, and people continue to say that it was the email address. It was not the email address. I mean, yes, the email address was there, and she didn't blur it out, which she should have. But it was the content of that email that I had specifically asked her not to share because it was a business email.
And how did this thing between you and Creepshow start? I didn't hear of any beef between you two until like 2 months ago.
Thank you for your super chats. Sorry for being I get this question so much. I'm sorry for the tone, you guys, tonight. I'm just so beyond. So here's the thing. Unirock told me to reach out to her. Why send a private email to anyone? Why would I email someone? Can you clarify that? Because why would you email a creator? You're supposed to email creators. So YouTube tells you to email creators if you have a dispute with them and you want them to take content out. And that's what YouTube asks you to do. So when you email someone and you say XYZ and it has private information and you tell them that this email is private and they don't have your consent to share it and then they share it anyway.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's wrong.
Why would I private business information? Are you White Rose? Are you trolling? I can't tell. Anything that contains information about my business, things that are happening off YouTube that are not for the public consumption, conversations that I'm having that are not public are private. Things that are about my business managers or anything like that, I did state my real name, and I asked him, though, now that I don't use it, to not use my full name. It's just like a courtesy thing. Do I care that people continue to use it? No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm using that as an example because he uses that as a dox against me. So he does the same thing. She put her name out in the past, and so somehow people found it, and it's somehow a dox, but I had put my name out in the past, and so now people have found that and they use it. Is that a dox too? It's sort of, that's what I'm going with there.
My definition of a dox is putting out information for malicious purposes. Regardless if it's already out there, if you're doing it maliciously, that's kind of where I draw a line for a dox. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
it's a malicious intent.
What I did to Dottie was small and hateful. You mean the woman that has been stalking and harassing me for over a year and a half? It didn't really contain anything specific. She just feels the contents of the email itself were private, and she didn't think it should have been allowed to be shared in the email once. Yes, like, oh, Navy. I'm going to let you go. Navy, I want you to come on now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Navy, your turn. No, it didn't have like salary information. It had like stuff about YouTube, like stuff that we were doing behind the scenes and things about like a private conversation about stuff I wanted her to correct that she just really had no business sharing the email. And the only reason she shared the email was to further paint this narrative that I am somehow a harasser, and I'm not a harasser. The only reason I had any interactions with her to begin with was because Unirock told me to reach out to her. But Navy, please join my stream. You don't have to show your face. I know you're friends with Unirock, so I want you to join, please. That's the issue. It was for her eyes only about a video Katie wanted her to take down and are correct. Yes, correct. Correct. So I asked her to take down a video. I told her specifically in the email what she did was wrong. I explained to her what happened with the link, and I told her I did not dox her. She assigned malicious intent, which is not true. I did not maliciously do anything. She made a video about me that was inaccurate, and I had evidence to prove otherwise, and she didn't want to correct it, and she said, okay. All right, Navy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I got a message that the negative had asked me to come in, so I don't know what's going on.
Your friend Unirock
Yes.
is a snake.
Okay. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
I did not dox anyone, and he has created a shitstorm for me.
Well, I won't disagree with the information you put in Discord was a doxing of a creep show. I mean, as far as the Discord was concerned, there's a reason why we have those rules in there.
So I shared a link to a public website that I did not know contained her name. He told me he was making a video about her.
He did not. I think Keon told you he was going to make a video about her.
No, that's not true.
There's literal screenshots of Keon telling you he's going to make a video about her.
Talked to Unirock in voice, and he told me he was making a video about creep show art. In voice. He told me, I am making a video about her. I'm going to go through all the different things about this video. I bet you she's done this to people before. I'm going to debunk all of these things. But so if that's a dox of me sharing a link, what's this? And why was this in his Discord? That's my
Actually, well, I'm glad you brought that up because that wasn't in his Discord. That's a private DM between you and somebody else. And I got that confirmed before I came in here. That was never in the general Discord.
That was not in the Discord?
Nope. It was a private DM between you and somebody else because they were bringing you information about Steve trying to dox you. And that was never shared in the general Discord because I've been in that Discord for going on almost 2 years now, and I never saw it. And I had to have someone explain it to me.
Because I saw these links in his Discord too.
No, it was a DM between you and somebody else. And that person came to me and said, "This is my DMs with her." In fact, there were two that were shared. There was this one and something else you shared earlier that were both DM. I think it was it had like a white background or whatever, but it was they came to me and said these are the two DMs I sent her when Steve was trying to dox you.
My husband says that, and please don't say that person's name. Like, I don't.
Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, I'm Silverfish.
Like, please stop running with this narrative that like somehow I've done something bad. Like, I did not dox her. I shared a link. He told me in his words he was making a video about her, and I started in words. Rachel and I start DMing. She's telling me he's making a video about her. Uni's telling me in voice he's making a video about her. So I start sharing stuff because he says he's going to make a video about her. And then he decides not to talk to me about it, and then blasts it on YouTube and tells everyone where to find it.
He didn't blast anything on YouTube. He went to Scope, and no one asked you forever to bring her information in Discord. I don't know. Like, I've been in that Discord the entire time. Like, you and I talked. I tried to help you with stuff and things like that. We've all been cool. But, you know, one thing, bringing that personal information has been something that's been a rule to Discord since I've been in there. And so I don't know.
But he has no problem sharing other people's personal information.
He didn't share your information in the general Discord. Like, I remember, I've been in there since before you got in there. And he has never shared anyone's personal information in the general Discord. Those were DMs between you and somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye. He is literally going to sing whatever Unirock said. Dottie is not Little Red, but Dottie Morgan has been stalking me for a year and a half. So I don't have to keep Dottie out of my name, out of my mouth. And Dottie has been stalking me. She's in all of these groups. She participates with all of these people. She's communicating with, and guess what, Dottie and Little Red and all of you guys, you don't get to play the victims here. You just don't. You are the ones that are playing this game. You're the ones that are making all kinds of fake accounts, accusing me of things I haven't done. You guys are, I accused him unjustly. What, of talking about me? I didn't accuse him of anything. I said he makes fun of my chin. You guys are insane. Thanks for the super chat. So he says that Unirock never brought it onto YouTube. Did Navy literally just say that? And did he say that he never? No. They're going to always make it that Unirock did nothing wrong. Always. They're going to say that Unirock did nothing wrong. No, Unirock, no, he doesn't speak the truth. Unirock went onto his channel. Unirock blasted her information everywhere. I literally shared a link. So here's the thing, you guys. Leroy, Navy, Negative. If you want to hang out with someone who is going to go out of their way to create a false narrative about something and falsely accuse someone of doing something very serious when they're in the middle of something that's very serious, and pile on to someone knowing that you could literally just talk to that person and you weren't there when it happened and the name was not dropped, but instead you went on to your channel and you made money and got all kinds of super chats. To me, it comes down to you either could have talked to me or you could have made content, and you streamed about it for 3 days straight. You made a ton of money. You made a ton of super chats. You probably got 500 subscribers. And when you did this, you took 2,000 from me. Like, I'm still building back up from that. If I wanted to do that, I'd hang out with you. You put these people that blindly follow him and think that he does no wrong. Unbelievable. When they say what happened did not happen. He literally, did you guys hear that? He literally said with his own ears, he said with his own mouth that Unirock, I'm not doing a live about you. Don't even flatter yourself. What's up, Keon?
Hey, what's up, Katie? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So you were in the Discord that day.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I was updating my stuff. Okay. Yes, I was on the Discord server, on US Discord server, the day you were put out of there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
That's okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. What I remember happened that day, the day that you were put off the server, is that we had a conversation 12 hours before the event when you were put it out, and then Unirock came to made a stream and all that stuff. It's strange, and this is something I want to say. It's strange that they didn't put you out of there after what happened on the general chat. I have screenshots of the general chat showing what you were doing the day earlier, and that is November 12th, 2020. Sorry. All you were talking about was about crypto art, you know, if you remember that, and you were posting. Yeah.
He told me he was making a video.
Yeah. Also, well, Unirock lied about me saying that I was making a video about crypto art, but we will get there, you know. All I remember, you were talking about crypto, saying no, she's a bad person. She's calling names to people. She's lying about people. You know, all the stuff. Well, I got that 4 screenshots on Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's in my Gambi Joy account. Yeah. So the only thing that you posted that I remember was a name, and that name was already public.
I didn't post her name.
No. But I didn't saw you. You posted a name, but someone else posted a name, and I didn't read it quickly. You know. But whatever it was, anyway, what I want to say this is, even if you posted a name, it was a name that was already public, you know?
Right.
This isn't a hypothetical. Maybe under the terms of service of Discord, I haven't read the OS from Discord, but what I know is that it's not illegal, you know? But according to Unirock's rules, it is not permitted to dox, but that doesn't constitute doxing anyway. Doxing, as you said earlier, it's publishing private information, publishing phone numbers, addresses, right?
Right.
Or, you agree with me with that? Yeah. That's doxing. What you did was not doxing.
Right. It was
Maybe.
it was literally a link to a website that had her name on it that she put out there.
Exactly. But they even they said what was that website, and I'm not going to mention what website it is, right? Because we're not inviting people to go there and see the information. But anyway, these people know it already. What happened there? and it's strange. But the strange thing is that after 12 hours, they noticed this, and they took action.
Mm-hmm.
And then on a video I said about Unirock, I said that Unirock went walking an extra mile and start to say that you were doing this on a daily basis. You were doing this to many people, and that's a lie.
Yeah, I know I wasn't doing it to many people.
No, you were just talking about crypto art in the same week. Now going to the part where Unirock said that I was making a video about crypto art. No, I wasn't working on that, and you know it. I was working on something else. I was trying to help Katie.
They keep saying that you were making a video about her, and no, that's not true. He literally said in voice, I'm going to make a video about her. I'm going to go through point by point.
Yeah, I know. I was just comparing videos of all these people talking about the situation with. Well, can I say it for a moment? Just for a moment, the situation with the girl.
What with who?
With the girl with Sophie.
What about that? I don't really want to.
That was the topic. That it was a video that was really that. Well, it was a real.
Oh yeah, he was gonna say I didn't say those things.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was what I was doing was going to debunk Crypto Art's claim that you said that the girl is a lying brat, which is false. It's absolutely false. But it doesn't matter now because I'm not going to publish that video anyway. But the thing is, no, Unirock lied about me, saying that I was protecting you. I'm not. That's not true. I wasn't protecting you. I was just trying to help, making a video. And that's it. But no. And then when I talked with Unirock, then he said that I was spying for him. I was spying for you. Sorry.
I don't have any spies. That's ridiculous.
That's absolutely ridiculous because I wasn't spying. I wasn't leaking screenshots from one server to another server or doing things shades. And you can ask to any other people who was with me in the Non-Sequitur Show Discord server. You know, they can ask.
Right.
And then, you know, it's, well, maybe I just wanted to say something about that, shed some light on what happened on that day.
So you
about the doxing.
That he said he was going to make a video about her.
Yeah, he said that on Twitter.
Yeah. And he said the three of us were in a voice chat and he was talking about what he was doing.
Exactly. Even you were talking with us after the incident with the name.
Yes. We were talking about it that evening.
We were Navy, you know, Navy was there too.
I just remember the three of us were in there and he was like, yeah, I'm going to do this video. And, you know, I bet you she got this part wrong. And I bet you she's done this to other creators. And that's the only reason I shared that link was because there was literally tweets in that link that were her fighting with other creators that accused her of lying. And that website had like 3 creators that basically were threatening to sue her for falsely accusing them of something.
By the way, for the audience, that's not doxing. We're just talking about information that was seen on that website that a part of having, that maybe contains certain information, but no, none of that was leaked.
No. And the tweets were her public tweets.
Yes, it's public information.
Right.
Even though Crypto's Twitter right now is deactivated.
It was her public tweets that were on this website, and it was literally her fighting with like 3 separate creators, and those creators were accusing her of maliciously spreading false information about them and asking her to take it down, her basically accusing them of crimes they didn't commit, and then her basically like taunting them to sue her.
Yeah.
That's what was in there. That's why I wanted him to see it, because
That's what I took screenshots. And yeah, I broke rules, but you know what? I closed my Discord account, that Discord account, so whatever. And yeah, it's amazing that he's saying that, that we're lying, that we're doxing people. Even Unirock said that I will help you to dox people, which is absolutely false. I have talked in my channel about the dangers of doxing, and I'm being consistent with this.
Yeah.
I never threatened to dox people. Even I said on a chat, on Twitter, I said this, and it's something that was read on Little Red's channel. That is that people should be careful of not using their real names for anything, because they might get doxed just for having their
I use
names.
all of my information, and I have been doxed, and I'm not like.
I understand that. Understand that.
So this assertion that I like, some other thing that they were trying to say is that I would like we would talk about sock accounts.
Yes.
And we would say, who do you think this belongs to? And then people would say, but everyone did that. So it's not like I'm sitting here going, oh yeah.
No, yeah, that's a fallacy, actually, saying, oh, everyone does it. Okay, if I did it, if someone does me, I'm not going to dox the person who did it to me. You know, that's revenge, and I don't roll with that. And you know, just because you dox me, I'm going to dox you. No, that's not the way to do things. Especially when you are a creator with hundreds of subscribers. In your case, no, how can you do that? Right?
So, okay, yeah, someone said everyone's going to say they're right. You are correct. Everyone is going to say they're right. But I have been so silent about everything.
Me too.
To the point that I haven't defended myself. And so I feel like I didn't say anything, and it got to a point where everyone was running with the story. You don't have to believe me, but I didn't maliciously do anything. I don't, contrary to popular belief, have anything against this human being other than the fact that she made a video about me that was false. And I gave her an opportunity to correct it, and she refused. And instead, the narrative became I was harassing her, which is not true. And I've never, like the one video I made trying to refute her claims, I've taken down. She has made multiple videos on me. I don't have any videos on my channel dedicated to her. I don't cover her. I don't care to cover her.
Yeah. That's the other thing. We can disagree with people all the time. Even we can have a dislike for people. That is natural. But when someone says that, oh, you hate this person, okay, so what? I can't do anything. I can't help it. No, if I hate someone, it's for my own reasons. It is bad to say, I don't like this person. I don't like what this person is doing, right? But
I mean, the thing is like in fairness and equity to this platform, if somebody is making a video about you and it's false, you have a right to defend yourself without having everyone accuse you and believe what that person says as though it's gospel. And I was put into a situation based on that video where dozens of other videos were created with that exact same narrative, regardless of the lies. And I had proof I could provide to her, and she didn't care. So my point is, I still have nothing against her. I don't care what she does. I wish her the best. I don't want anyone to go after her. Nobody has to pick a side. I'm not saying she's a terrible person, but just as quickly as everyone said I was the bad guy, I did have a side of the story, and it's just as impactful as hers. And I do have a point of view, and it doesn't, just because she has a point of view doesn't mean it's right. Just because I have a point of view, it doesn't mean it's right. Like, I feel like Unirock made things 1,000 times worse. I think that he was playing both sides, and I think that he saw an opportunity with her.
Yeah, I think he went where the money is.
Yeah.
I really thought that Uni was making a difference while denouncing all the harassment that was going on for a year, right?
Yeah.
Exactly a year when Uni Rocks changed its side, and now he's trying to help people to get out of this cycle of harassment. You know,
And then
this is
he
what
did worse.
this is what I'm fighting for, and I have been very consistent since day one when I started talking about certain people. You know, because I didn't like their actions, and I denounced it. I called them. Yeah, I called them out. I never insulted them and said they're idiots or this and blah blah blah. It's because harassment.
Yeah.
And they are saying that I shouldn't,
And I even
shouldn't
told-
do videos.
I told him multiple times the number of videos he was making about certain creators was excessive. And it felt really like too much. And he just didn't that was just part of his process. And, I just was taking him for his word that he said that, what we were friends. And, honestly, we shared so much information in that Discord when people were working on videos that the idea that one time I suddenly did something wrong when we had consistently done things like that in that Discord so many times was so bizarre to me. And it all happened at the exact same time when he starts getting flack from these other creators. So it becomes an out to get mad at me. And whether to me, it's not even a dox because one, she's put her name out there. Two, I didn't maliciously share it. Three, it's not her address. It's not her phone number. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. And I didn't make it public. There was 3 people in the Discord and it was deleted within seconds.
And we were just discussing about Crypto's behavior, which was pretty consistent.
And she was saying you're malicious because you were talking about me. Well, you talk about me. I wouldn't have been talking about you had you not made a video about me that was false.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll change the narrative. They say that they're DMs. No, he was passing around my address 1,000,000,000%, because multiple people were getting those DMs. Multiple people had my address. Those Twitter links were in his, I don't care. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. He was the one passing around the DMs and sharing my address. He was so mad at another creator that it didn't bother him that private information of mine was being shared so freely. He did not care that, he just didn't care. He was careless. He didn't care. And if he wants to stand on a hill and say that he is without any issues, looking back, would I have shared that link again? No. Had I seen her name in there? No. But at the same time, he told me he was making a video about her. And I was only trying to help.
Yeah. It's there. Anyway. Maybe there was something else I want to say. Well, someone mentioned something about Lorian, and this is something important. There are a few people that are coming to defend you, or that they sympathize with you, or just try to help, right?
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Janet. I don't control Lori. I don't even really talk to Lori. People that say that I somehow have this close relationship with Lori, I don't. I don't even talk to this woman. She's on Twitter. Lori is her own human being. And this idea that I have to control what other people do.
No, that you have a troll army.
I don't even have a troll army, and not to mention,
you don't. It's people that is speaking on social media about, you know what? I'm tired of seeing Katie being attacked by haters everywhere. It's just and there is always people telling me in DMs that maybe I should be more aware of Katie. Because she's doxing people. She's doing this, and even someone told me that she was doxing Donald Trump. That's ridiculous.
These people think everything is a dox. They literally are they don't have any sense or any reason or any common sense. They think everything is a dox, and it's not a dox.
Yeah. If there are a few people talking in favor of you because they're fed up with what's going on. I've been fed up for a year and a half seeing how you were persecuted by haters, by the parody accounts, the commentary accounts on Twitter, which, by the way, most of them are suspended, and I'm thankful for that. But yeah, haters are keep coming and going from one side to another side, saying this thing. The thing that I heard about the detox, it's amazing. It's incredible.
Yeah, what she did is ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
And that's what they're all doing. It's like, I don't even like, at this point, like, I don't even like, I talked about Unirock at this point. Like, I literally don't care. I don't care what he does.
Oh, that yeah, and they accuse you of talking about people all the time.
I have not said a word about this man ever. Like, I've never even made. This is the first time I have said a word about it. I have not publicly like really tweeted about it. I'm so tired of being accused of doxing her that I'm finally going to say, no, I did not. And if you believe I did, then fine, but I didn't. And if you believe that that's a dox, then that's on you, because that's not a dox. If you want to know what a real dox is, I've been really doxed and it's horrible. And you can't put this on me, and that's it. Like, it just move on. It's not a story. I'm not going to go after and release private information about other creators. I have zero interest in, like, I don't care.
And I made one video in particular about the doxing, about that time you were doxed, you know. When I posted pictures of the doxing, I redacted everything. I censored everything that could be potentially personal information or information that shouldn't be posted on the internet. Even I showed it when Little Red was doing that too. All of that.
Isn't it ironic that BX Beast Boy is doing a video and he's saying I'm live about him talking about you? BX, this is your 58th video about me. This is literally the third time I've mentioned your name.
How many videos? 50.
58 videos about me, BX. I have literally
incredible.
One.
That's pure obsession. That's pure obsession.
So if you want to think it's cute, this is weird, BX. Like, oh, she talked about me. I don't know, maybe 57 videos about me warrants a response?
What? Oh my God.
And I'm sure it's like
yeah, and Unirock was saying the same thing. Because she's talking about me. She's saying this about me. It's no, Uni.
Unirock, you have literally made your career disparaging me for the last 2 months. So do I have a right to actually defend myself?
I think he was fooling us all the time. I think so. He was fooling us all this time in his server.
Right.
That's my opinion.
He's sneaky. My question is, why don't we hold some people accountable and other creators aren't held to the same standard? That's exactly my point. Is the stuff that was frustrating me with Creepshow was she was trying to hold me accountable for the things that she does. So if you're doing the exact same things as I am, can you really criticize me? I mean, your complaints are. And some of it was just verifiably false, and others of it were just her opinions. So is her opinion accurate or fact? No, it's an opinion, right? So why do people then take it as fact?
Yeah, amazing. Well, Katie, I gotta leave you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. BX, make more content. Yeah. I can't wait for your 77th video about me.
I just want to say this. No, I'm not your troll. I'm not on a payroll. I'm not working for her.
I don't have any troll.
Absolutely. She barely knew me a year ago.
I hardly talk to anyone, and I don't control Lori. Like, I don't know why people
Well,
have.
Even people were saying that I was Lori, and can you believe that?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I got to answer questions. Thanks for joining me, Keon.
Thank you, Katie.
Yep. Okay, so question here, Kaylee, is I have tried to work it out with BX Beast Boy. He has zero interest because it's making him money to talk about me. And Unirock has also not talked to me because it makes him money to talk about me. I think for them, it comes down to income, and they don't want to have a conversation privately because economically it makes more sense to not make up. And that's the sad reality of YouTube. And that's the reality of being on a commentary channel, is it makes more money to not like me right now than it does to like me. And if you want to be on the hate train, that's fine. You know, that's totally fine. I don't care. But at the same time, and I'm, again, BX, make 37 more videos. I don't care. But then don't criticize me for, you know, making one where I actually respond to you. There's a lot of peer pressure right now to hate me. It's also your reasonable anger and frustration doesn't get you anywhere. You need to find a constructive way to deal with it and get over it and move on. Okay. Tonight's was really to just show you guys everything that I've gone through. And I think I have a reason to be frustrated. And I think it's easy to say move on when you're not the one that's constantly being attacked. I think it's easy for you to say, be constructive and, you know, let them keep disparaging you and gang up on you and let them just be bullies. I've left all of these people alone. I haven't struck their channels. I haven't said, don't make videos about me. I think it's fair for me if they make a claim to defend myself. I guess I can't. I mean, they defend themselves, right? So if people make videos about them, they go on their channels and defend themselves. So why can't I then defend myself? Why is it that when I try to defend myself, then I'm somehow not moving on? And how is it fair for me to say to stop? Because when I'm quiet, it continues. It doesn't matter if I say something or I don't say something. But this week is the pinnacle for me because there is verifiable proof that these accounts are literally threatening me, posting photos of my neighbor's house, saying they're in my driveway, posting my address. I literally played for you the death threats. So if any of you are okay with that and want to co-sign with that and want to be on that train and tell me to get over it, that's fine. If you want to continue to fuel this narrative and you think it's funny to poke at me and to push me, that's fine too. I started this tonight because I was really sad to hear that a YouTuber committed suicide from bullying. And I am saying, I understand why people feel hopeless because I've gone through it. I feel terribly for that YouTuber that he felt so hopeless that he took his life and that he felt that there was no other out. And it's like this reprieve to the community to say, listen, if you really want to not have more of us go through this, can we just find a way to stop this type of targeted harassment? If you want to make money on my name, make money on my name. But don't spread vitriol. Don't accuse me of crimes. Don't accuse my husband of crimes. Don't call my husband a child abuser, which then has people calling CPS. Don't accuse me of child abuse. I'm not. If you don't like the way I cover a story, that's one thing. But falsely accusing people of crimes is actually the definition of defamation. So we have to be so careful. And it also, when we start accusing people of crimes, it gets people riled up and they feel compelled and they join the mob and the train just keeps going. And I'm saying tonight, if you are okay with all of this that's happening, if you're saying that if you're saying that you're just playing the victim, I have a responsibility that yes, I'm a public figure, that yes, I put myself out there, that yes, I don't care if people talk negatively about me. Like, I think that's a really big misconception. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you criticize me. I don't. Like, you can go ahead and make 87 million thousand videos about me. What I care about is when you're accusing me of crimes I didn't commit and you're defaming me by doing so, and you're affecting my business by doing so, which is why I'm not on my platform generally accusing people of things that I can't prove. So that's just sort of what the fine line is. We shouldn't be riling up our communities and our viewers to thinking that normal human beings are doing nefarious things. We can stand with more than one creator at a time. It's okay to disagree with someone and you don't have to send hate. Yeah. And it's okay for me to say, like, listen, Creepshow, I don't agree with the video you made about me. And it's okay for me to say to all these other creators, there's videos you've made about me I don't agree with. But there's also this misconception that I watch their videos. I don't watch most of them. I also don't pay attention to when people go live. I don't watch other channels. I'm not a subscriber to Emily Baker, so you guys can stop with that. I don't know when Emily Baker goes live. I didn't know that Emily Baker was having a fundraiser today, which, by the way, I hope she raised money, because I heard she was raising money for Tennessee, and I hope she raised a lot of money. I made a joke today because she was doing another video about me, and I just said, like, I hope she makes the money. I had no idea she was having a drive or whatever, but her videos do send my channel a ton of hate, and I don't know what she says in them. I don't watch her videos. I don't know why people that come from her videos are always hating on me when they show up in my channel. And I don't know why they always assume that I have a problem with her, because I really don't have a problem with her at all. If she wants to make 37 more videos about me, I really don't care. It was truly like me just saying, like, I hope she makes money. Like, obviously she's making money on the content because people are watching. If she wasn't making money, she wouldn't be covering the story. There are creators that are out who cover many of the same things that Katie does, yet they're not getting the backlash that she is, and that's not fair. I don't even cover half the stuff that half of these channels cover. I don't really even cover. Oh, okay. Zeg said that I misread a message and stated I said Uni doxed me. What I actually said was I was doxed on his Twitter by a member and he didn't care. So it's inconsistent standards. So she says that Unirock did not dox her. Got it. And then finally, this idea that I dig too far. I think it's really irresponsible if you're going to cover a story if you don't have facts. And I think it's irresponsible if you're going to cover, say, a legal situation and you don't have the court documents, or you're going to talk about property stuff and you don't have the property records. You, like any outlet, should have the records, the public records that you need to present the story in which you're going to present. And if the story is, if it's reasonable to the story, right? There are some stories that warrant further investigation. If you are doing a piece investigating a specific story, you need sources. And if you don't have sources, you can get in trouble. So, long story short, this is what I'm going through. These are the people that are doing these things. People can say that Dottie isn't doing any of this. I don't care if Dottie or Tina or any of these people These people have no problem participating in targeted harassment against me, but then play victim when I have the gall to call them out for their crap. So Dottie and Tina and Red and Mindy, if you don't want to get called out for the harassment, don't harass. If you don't want to get called out for stalking and threats, don't do it. If you don't want to get called out for consistently making a zillion sock accounts over and over and over again and being part of a hate group that targets and harasses me, then don't be in the group. Just don't. But every single day that you choose to be a part of that and you willingly put your name out and you conspire to do things against me and then plant and say that I'm doing those things to you, you don't earn the right to be the victim. And I'm not saying I'm a victim here because I've put myself out there, but there is a line that you just should not cross. And you guys have crossed so many lines that I'm just not comfortable with. If you make yourself public, you got to be able to take the criticism back, and it's only fair to Katie to defend myself. Exactly. So if you're going to criticize me on your public platforms, which all of you guys have put out now, Dottie, you have a channel, you're public. Red, you have a channel, you're public. Mindy, you have a channel, you're public. Tina, I don't know, I think you have a channel. You've been on Instagram, you've made yourself public. None of you are anonymous anymore. All of you are engaging in something that if I were to do what you're doing to me, you would never be okay with. So if you think that coming at me and trying to destroy me is somehow going to get you your ultimate prize, I think you need help. Truthfully, I think you need to see a therapist. Because if you're dedicating your entire life to me, I was told by someone that there's one of you that literally just sits on Twitter all day and screenshots every single thing I say. I was also told by someone that one of you is like responsible for watching everything I do so you can screen record it. It's hard not to get involved. Yeah, but this is not my T channel. So I can totally understand that. Like, I'm not on my other channel talking about this. I'm on this channel, which is my personal channel. I'm sorry that you're bothered with the drama. I'm bothered with the drama too. Dottie went on a live stream crying because Little Red was mean to her, telling her story. But when Katie defends herself, Dottie claims Katie is playing the victim. Yeah. This isn't on Without a Crystal Ball, and I'm not on Without a Crystal Ball because that's my T channel. This is not my T channel. Thanks for the money. Am I dying? Is that a threat? What am I digging? Are you going to kill me? That sounds like a death threat, Candace. Should we report that? All right. Because it benefited Candace to feel like it made her feel good to say that to me. They're classic narcissistic abusers. That's what's fine for them is wrong for others. Red did this thing where she accused me of planting. Red is, I don't even know what's going on with Red. She sent me an email where she verbally abused me and then demanded that she come onto my channel. And if I didn't go live with her, she was going to like go after me. Very verbally abusive in the email. And then she accused me of planting a fake account that said something about my son just so I could call her out. She has the weirdest conspiracies that are not true. And she says that I do things I don't do. She also doxed my husband, called my husband's or contacted my husband's employer. She's just done so many stupid things that, you know. Dottie is the nicest, in my opinion. Some of them are obsessed and a tad bit nuts. Well, maybe Dottie, maybe you need new friends. Maybe you need new friends. I was being snarky. I didn't think that was a death threat, but I think it's an unnecessary comment. I mean, is it really necessary to go on someone's channel and tell them to dig their grave? No, I don't think that's a death threat. All right. Well, I'm done. It's been 3 hours and I'm feeling like I don't even care at this point. This is my second channel and I appreciate all of your super chats and all the new members. Thank you for joining. She isn't my friend. Well, I'm saying if you think she's a nice person and if Dottie is a nice person, maybe Dottie needs new friends. Maybe all of these women need new friends. Maybe you need to evaluate who your friendships are if you are going to become friends with each other to conspire to harm people's lives. When you literally say that I'm doing these things and I'm not doing the things that you're claiming I'm doing, you guys are actually the ones that are doing what you say I'm doing. You're the ones that are doxing. You're the ones that are threatening. You're the ones that are stalking. You're the ones that are harassing. I'm not doing any of those. And when I actually speak up for myself and stand up for myself, you don't get to play the victim and say that I have victimized you by standing up for myself because of your relentless harassment. All right, I gotta go. Thanks for everyone. Yeah, stop calling the police, stop calling CPS, and don't hang out with these people. If you are a creator and you have these people in your chat, just be careful. They're not stable and they will go after you. Bye, guys.